KSSK Radio, and I think I read it in the newspaper. There was a headline about how there's a bill in the legislature to feed every public school student for free, and I think the governor talked about that in the State of the State. I got to ask Dr. Akina about this. Keli'i Akina, who is one of the smartest people I know and runs Grassroots Institute of Hawaii, what did you think of this? Free lunch, free everything for kids.
Well, I read the Star Advertiser headline. Bill would feed every public school student for free. And the first thing I thought was, Bill must be a really nice guy. Who is this Bill? Bill Gates to feed every public school student for free. But when I looked at it, it became pretty obvious. It's really talking about the fact that our legislators don't have a lot of economic education. Because the fundamental rule of economics is there ain't no such thing as a free lunch. Mm-hmm. And obviously, someone down there in the Square building doesn't know that.
Somebody's going to pay for it. Is that going to be us?
Well, the irony here is that this bill is supposed to show that legislators care about feeding the poor. Mm-hmm. But the truth is, it's not necessary, because last year the legislators passed a bill saying that every child in a household that is making only 300% of the federal poverty line shall get a free lunch in school. So they're already getting free lunch, and it's just not necessary.
Why do we need to do it for? Okay, I get it. So if the free stuff is all got to be paid for by us, there must be a better way, Keli'i. What would that be?
Let people buy what they need themselves. People are pretty smart about using their money well. For example, if a typical family, which has 4 members, is making $110,000, they are going to save $650 a kid on free lunches. But if you let them have the tax breaks that were promised by the legislature and the governor, they would save $3,000. So let them have their money. Keep our promises. And I think that will be a better way of being able to afford what is necessary.
Governor did the State of the State the other day. Did you see any ray of hope that we're going to bring the cost of living down so people can stop moving to the mainland?
Well, I did. I appreciate the fact that the governor quoted some sources of economic figures. For example, with regard to the budget, his own state sources tell us that recession may not be as certain as we thought it was. And the Council on Revenues, by the way, had earlier said they're not going to forecast the kind of downturn in revenues that has made legislators nervous. Mm-hmm. So that's a bright light. Let's keep looking at the numbers, I say, and that will guide us.
Meanwhile, we can always remember, nothing is for free. Dr. Keli'i Akina, thank you so much for being with us.
There ain't no such thing as a free lunch. Aloha.